Hello, and this is Delia, and I'm reading The Vampire Diaries, The Struggle. On chapter 8. This is part 4. Okay, did you say she's a witch? No, but it rhymes with that, said Elena. Look, said Bonnie, setting up. If Stefan's going to call, he'll call here. There's no reason for you to come stay the night with me. There was a reason, although Elena couldn't quite explain it. Even to herself, after all, Damon had kissed Bonnie at a Lark Saltzman's party. It was Elena's fault that Bonnie was in danger in the first place. That didn't happen in the show. Somehow she felt that if she were at least on the scene, she might be able to protect Bonnie. My mom and dad and Mary are all home, Bonnie persisted, and we lock all our doors and windows and everything since Mr. Tanner was murdered. This weekend, Dad even put on extra locks. I don't see what you can do. Elena didn't either, but she was going just the same. She left a message for Stefan and Aunt Judith, telling them where she was. There was still a lingering consistent between her and her aunt. A constraint between her and her aunt, and there would be. Elena thought until Aunt Judith changed her mind about Stefan. At Bonnie's house, she was given a room that had belonged to one of Bonnie's sisters, who was now in college. The first thing she did was check the window. It was closed and locked, and there was nothing outside that someone could climb, like a drainpipe or tree. As inconspicuous as possible, she also checked Bonnie's room. That's a crazy word, conspicuous. I don't know. And any others she could get into. Bonnie was right. They were all sealed up tight and were all sealed up tight from the inside. Nothing from the outside could get in. She lay in bed a long time that night, staring at the ceiling, unable to sleep. She kept remembering Vicky dreamily doing a striptease in the cafeteria. What was wrong with the girl? She remembered to ask Stefan the next time she saw him. Thoughts of Stefan's were pleasant, even with all the terrible things that had happened recently. Elena smiled in the darkness, letting her mind wander. Someday all this harassment would be over, and she and Stefan could plan a life together. Of course, he hadn't actually said anything about that, but Elena herself was sure. She was going to marry Stefan, she was going to marry Stefan or no one, and Stefan was going to marry no one but her. See, that's completely different in the show. Okay, so I'll continue, and I'll be back.